Hello! So I wanted to share with you a short practice that you can do during the day, whether it's in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. It's meant to help you ground, to reconnect with yourself, to calm down a bit. So it's rather on the calming, balancing side. Should not make you too sleepy though. And we will combine here a few things, a mantra, a breathing technique that's called Ujjayi breathing that you probably know if you've ever practiced any vinyasa yoga. And all together we can say it's a form of meditation. So I will guide you through this. You don't really need any props for it. I would just suggest to find a seat. It can be on a chair, it can be on the ground, but what's important is that you can sit up with a straight spine without too much effort. So you don't want this to happen, that you're rounding your spine too much. If that's the case, grab a pillow or cushion or a yoga block if you have one and put it under your buttocks, because this will help you to tilt your pelvis a tiny bit so that your shoulders can rest over your pelvis and then the head can rest over the shoulders. Also, if sitting without any support in the back feels too strenuous, then by all means sit up in a chair or lean against the wall. But I would advise you to have a straight spine for it and to not lie down. And then when you're ready, we'll start with the mantra straight away. So this has two phases. First, we will not speak, but it's rather we will whisper the mantra with a sound. And then in the second phase, we will internalize it more. So you will just speak it to yourself in your mind. And the mantra helps us to establish this Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath, as I said, is used in many forms of yoga. In Vinyasa yoga, for example, they use it all the time. It's also referred to as ocean's breath or victorious breath. Why victorious breath? Because it really helps to kind of get your thoughts under control, to calm your mind a bit. And the way how we do it is by restricting the throat gently so that it makes a sound. That's why it's also called ocean's breath, because it sounds a bit like the waves of the ocean. And now we're going to use the mantra to establish this breath. So the mantra is So Hum, which means that is me. And we will make the So sound on our inhalation, inhaling through the mouth. And then the hum sound on the exhalation, also exhaling through the mouth. It's a bit also as if you would foam a mirror, for example, on a hum sound. So if you put a hand in front of your mouth, you really should feel your breath there. So on the So sound, you really suction almost the air in through your mouth, widening the throat, and with the sound. And then on the hum sound, you breathe out through the mouth, again with the sound. So we do this for a couple of minutes. You can close your eyes. That will also help to focus more on the inside, to not get too distracted by what's going on in the room. And then after a few minutes, I will give you a sign, and then we will move on to just speaking the So Hum in the mind quietly. And we will also close the mouth then. So we will keep the Ujjayi breath, but we will just do it through the nose. Meaning you can still hear the whispering sound at the throat, but the breath flows in and out through the nose, okay? So let's start. When you're ready, then close your eyes. Take a full deep in and out through the nose, normally. And then when you're ready, we're going to start with the inhalation on So. Exhaling on Hum. Inhaling on So. Exhaling on Hum. down, so exhaling on hum. And keep going. Full inhalations and full exhalations. And allow the inhalations and exhalations to become longer and more equal. Focusing on the sound. As well as focusing on the sensation. Of the breath passing your throat. The breath reaching your lungs. The breath blowing up your belly. And widening the space between your ribs. Full inhalations and exhalations. The awareness going more from your heart down towards the chest, down towards the belly. And maybe even you can feel the breath extending throughout your arms, throughout your legs. Reaching down to your sit bones, to the floor, feeling the connection to the floor as well. Speaking the mantra, whispering the mantra of so hum. That is me. And what does that mean with regards to your breath, to your body? That this whole breathing experience is you. And now, keeping the slight gentle constriction at your throat and a slow, steady breathing pattern. Close your mouth and go on breathing in and out through your nose. Still creating the sound. And still with the mantra in your head. And now with the mouth closed, maybe it also gets a bit more of an internalized experience. So hum. That is me. Experiencing the breath on the inside. Experiencing the body as a whole. One breathing organism. That is connected with the world around it through the breath. Yet experiencing the world, processing the world on the inside. Steady rhythm of breath. Full inhalations, so full exhalations, hum. Keep saying that mantra to yourself. Keep the inhalations as long as the exhalations, and the exhalations as long as the inhalations. Feel the connection that the breath creates all the way through your body. From your nostrils, passing your throat, into your lungs, and the diaphragm, the muscle tissue connection below your lungs, expanding so that your belly also expands. Moving your organs and all the soft tissue below so that you can feel your breath all the way down to the floor. And with the exhalation, the diaphragm lifts again, pressing the lungs together so that the air goes back out the same passage that it came in through your throat and your nostrils. While you internally vocalize hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. That is me. And then after your next exhalation, let go of the mantra. Let go of the restriction of the throat. Go back to your natural breath. Keep the eyes closed. Feel once again your body, your legs on the ground, the sit bones, front side of your torso, the back side of your torso. The hands probably resting on your knees or wherever they are. And then bring your awareness back to the outside world, to the sounds around you, the temperature of the room. And open your eyes. Thank you very much for practicing with me. If you want to repeat it, you can skip the first 5 minutes when I'm talking and go straight into the practice. Yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. See you soon.